I think like this is where the church's practice of tithing comes in, right? So like think about the precepts of the church. There are certain things to which we are bound by virtue of our Catholic faith. So to attend Mass on holy days or Sundays and holy days,
Right.
to receive Holy Communion once a year, preferably in the Easter season, to make a good confession once a year of conscience of grave sin, to observe the church's fasts and abstinences, and then to support the church in her temporal needs. This is like one of the only Old Testament promises where the prophet Malachi says you can trust the Lord, and you can test the Lord, in the sense that if you do this, He will bless you. Not in like a crass way. I think here of the infinite prog,
gospel.
exactly.
Yeah, not
like,
prosperity
the more that you praise me, the
gospel,
more I will bless you. But in the sense like you can rely upon Him, all right? So you can trust Him. And the typical church practice is 10% of your wealth. All right. And people interpret differently before or after tax. I typically say before tax.
Yeah, I said
before.
before.
So your wealth.
Your gross.
And a lot of people will say 5% to your parish and then 5% to other charitable causes. But people are going to go about it in different ways. And some people hear that and they think that's just not possible.
Yeah.
I can't possibly make ends meet given my current commitments, given my current, exigencies. But that's the thing. It's like you need to do something concrete to show that you trust the Lord.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have to, because otherwise it's always going to be like ethereal, non-committal.
It's just lip service. It's just, I trust Him. Well, what have you done?
Yeah.
Look, show me.
Yeah. And what that helps is to address the anxiety born of attachment, because we all have a hierarchy of goods in our life. We'd like to think that God is at the head of that hierarchy or at the top of that hierarchy,
right.
but we're not entirely sure because we worry about a lot of other things, even though God would seem to promise within the setting of the gospel or beyond that He'll provide for us in our every need, provided only that we keep Him at the top or the head of that hierarchy. And yet we experience all kinds of anxiety about monetary matters. So I think that like when we find that in ourselves, we have to entrust that to the Lord, ask Him to heal us, ask Him to grow us, but then take genuine steps, like concrete steps, to entrust Him with our wealth. It's like I don't have a lot, but even the little that I have, I want to give of you.
Yeah.
Like I want to give to you from it. And you think of the widow's mite.
Sure.
She hasn't given out of her surplus. She's given out of her substance.
Right.
Like her very life is the word in Greek. So I think that's like the challenge and that's the call, because if we're not working against avarice and towards generosity, liberality, maybe even munificence, magnificence, then we're going to be retreating into a space of selfishness. Father Bonaventure, what's your favorite version of the Bible?
Ooh, English Standard Version, Catholic Edition.
Okay, when was that published?
Sometime. Okay,
recently? Not too recently?
Yeah, some time ago.
Okay.
India uses it for the lectionary.
Okay. Do any other countries use it?
Nope. Maybe? Oh, England is going to use it, I think.
Are they really?
Random news.
This is great.
I don't know.
So other things that you want to share with people?
They should subscribe to Godsplaining.
Yeah, they should.